How's it, Indian Cowboy? DocSports.com. Connect on Tuesday, October the 10th. YouTube Premium year selection is already out as we are on a 3-0, 6-1 YouTube Premium run. Gave you the Raiders on YouTube Premium yesterday on Monday, Colts on Sunday, win-win, and Saturday, Georgia Tech, outright win. So 3-0, 6-1 run. YouTube Premium is already set to go. Hello, I am Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections are over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are YouTube Premium Thoughts, where I give you usually 3 extra thoughts every single day, all for just $20 a month, including a live show once a week as well, where we get to hang out and talk shop, so to speak. And you get close to 200 selections, all for just $20 a month. Probably one of the best deals on the internet as well. And then our final best selections are free picks and leans on the daily video, which is the video that you're watching right now. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as was linked to how to get a free $60 worth of premium selections. If you want even more content, hop on to our Twitter, has our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports. So what's going on in our neck of the woods? Well, I'm going to give you a free play here on Louisiana Tech, Middle Tennessee State, and Coastal Carolina and App State. YouTube Premium is between Liberty and Jacksonville State, I should say, and Baltimore and Texas in baseball. The NHL starts today, and we are very, very excited about the NHL. I think we're going to have a great season. I've given you the 3 NHL futures already, but I will recap the futures for you here as well, just as an extra boost. And they are on the Buffalo Sabres, Seattle, and San Jose. And only Seattle out of those go off today. But yeah, I'll recap that for you as well today. So be sure to jump on the NHL season. We're expecting great season. Baseball, we've won 3 baseball selections in a row. We won the 5-unit on the Braves over yesterday. We are riding the Astros over today, so we'll see what happens. Right now it's 4-0 early on, but it's still pretty early. So we'll see if we win for our 4th straight. But we have won 9 of 11 winning seasons, or 10 of 12, I should say, in baseball playoffs. So it shouldn't be a surprise if we're expected to do well here. But yeah, and then of course football comes back on Thursday. We'll have our live show on Wednesday. NHL starts today. Baseball 4 in a row maybe. We're expecting a great football card. I'll have at least 15 thoughts for you on the daily video and the YouTube Premium video. And college basketball is in November, and NBA is in about 14 days. So lots of stuff going on, and we expect you to join all of them. 7-unit MMA winner. Not to mention in soccer, we're on a 7-0, 11-1 run in soccer, and that. And that next selection comes out tomorrow. So when it comes to soccer and MMA, we're doing fantastic too. So join us for the season packages there too. All right. Still haven't got my voice back from the Vikings Chiefs game that I was in Minnesota for. But all right. So for your free play selection today, I like Middle Tennessee State. And I'll tell you why. And you can find them at -3. And I understand we're taking a 1-win team here, and I get that. But don't count out Middle Tennessee State, okay? Louisiana Tech is 3-4, and Middle Tennessee State is 1-5. Louisiana Tech was down 7-35 at the half against Western Kentucky. They made a furious comeback and lost 28-35 in the end. They did beat UTEP and only lost to Nebraska by 14. Middle Tennessee State, to their credit, has played Alabama and only lost to Missouri by 4. Okay, I get that. Louisiana Tech won last year 40-24, by the way, and yet the 1-5 team is favored. Middle Tennessee State was up 23-6 on Jacksonville State, who was coached by Rich Rodriguez, mind you, the former West Virginia coach, who almost coached at Alabama, but he decided to bail out, which is fine because we ended up getting Saban anyway. But they stormed back. Middle Tennessee State got stormed back by Jacksonville State, so they're going to be ticked off coming in today. And Middle Tennessee State is coached by Coach Stockhill, who is a Bobby Bowden quarterback and a Bobby Bowden disciple. Middle Tennessee State had a 450 yards passing last game, and they still ended up losing that game. I'm going to tell you something. I think the 1-5 team is favored for good reason, okay? Because Middle Tennessee State, at the end of the day, passed for 450 yards. They played Colorado State pretty tough. They lost by 8 points. They beat Murray State. They only lost to Missouri by 4, and they played Alabama, which is the best you're going to see. And facing a Missouri team, mind you, who lost to LSU eventually by 10, but Missouri had beaten, obviously some huge teams as well. So give me Middle Tennessee State -3. That is my lean, and I have them winning by 5. I also like the Coastal Carolina App State over today. I didn't want to go with the total for your free play, but I like the over there as well. 2-3 and 3-2 teams hooking up here. I've always believed that the 5.5 line is indicative of a dog doing well. The total sits at around the low 60s here. Coastal Carolina is off back-to-back losses. Georgia State here, GSU and Georgia Southern. Coastal Carolina quarterback threw for 4 interceptions his last game. The team did beat Jacksonville State and only lost by 14 to UCLA. App State only lost to UNC by 6, by the way, and only lost to Wyoming by 3. So it's scary to go against App State considering that they only lost to UCLA and UNC by nominal points and Wyoming. However, I think what happens here is Coastal Carolina comes off back-to-back losses. This is the game that they will get up for. I think they will be an active dog and they'll push this game over, and I think App State will have to keep up, and therefore I like the over between these two teams today. And of course, YouTube Premium, I've already gotten that video out for you. That's what I have for you guys. Hope you guys do well. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the videos, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy, working hard for you every single day. Hey, I had promised you the NHL futures, so let me recap the NHL 3 futures for you here. I still like the Buffalo Sabres over the 92.5 points. At the end of the day, this team has a tremendous offense, but poor defense last year. But with Johnson being a key defensive add, I think you're going to see some exciting hockey here. And I think what you're going to see is this is my top future for the year. I like the Buffalo Sabres over the 92.5. This is a team that currently is the youngest team in this for the second year in a row in the NHL. They did, however, acquire Eric Johnson, as you know, who spent 13 years in Colorado, and that's what brings that veteran presence to this team. When you look at the talent top down, this team is set up for success for many, many years, and I think that that's what's going to be the difference for this team, and therefore I like the over 92.5 points. I will make a separate NHL video just for this, by the way, but I also like the Seattle Kraken over 93.5 points as well. After registering only 60 points in their inaugural season, Seattle jumped all the way up to 100 points last year and qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs as the #1 wildcard team. Then they proceeded to beat the defending champs in Colorado Avalanche before falling to the Stars. But the difference there is no particular stars, but with McCann and Eberle and Burkowski and Bjorklund and Schwartz and Tolvanen, I think they have a lot of good solid pieces, and I think they're going to be fine. I like the over 93.5. Finally, I think the San Jose Sharks are terrible, and I think they're going to get clobbered this year. Last year's probably as close to rock bottom as this franchise will get, but this team did finish third for last in the Western Conference, just 22 wins. It's possible they could be even worse this year, though. They traded away Erik Karlsson and finally got rid of that situation. And then, and I think the GM Mike Brewer wants to build it from the bottom up, but I think this team is going to be terrible this year, and I like the under 65.5 points there. That's your NHL futures for the year, and I think I mentioned about 3 or 4 times prior to in other videos, but I wanted to do this separately, and I will do a separate video just on this as well, and in that way you guys have all the NHL futures for the year as well in one separate video. Take care.